Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and run W split, even though it's not gonna be on the stream, just for my own sake. So I know what's going on. Dark Souls one-handed. Nah. Alright, so for you saps who don't know, this is Cave Story, and that's all you need to know. I guess I'll go ahead and count down for the timer. 3, 2, 1, go. Pencil text, I don't do Cave Story Plus just because the original Cave Story is generally considered better for speedrunning in a variety of ways. The most major difference is that the original runs at 50 frames per second, whereas Plus runs at 60, and that might sound like, you know, it's better to run Plus, and I guess it is, just depending on your preference. But the physics that I and pretty much every other speedrunner is used to is 50 frames per second. There are also a few skips that you can do in the original that you can't do in Plus, and I'll point those out when I get to them. Would I fuck the robot in Cave Story? Which one? Doesn't matter. Yes, both. In fact, since we're on the subject of robots that I would fuck, I would like to point out that this is not only best ending any percent, but this is actually best ending panties percent, meaning I have to get Curly's panties or I will die in real life. For those of you who haven't played the game, Curly's panties are basically an Easter egg, and you'll see those in a bit. So, there's probably not very many people watching who haven't figured this out. Because, you know, it's kind of a common thing in speedrunning. But I'm playing the Japanese version just because the text is faster. It's been estimated that overall, throughout the entire run, Japanese text saves about 6 seconds over English. Pretty big deal. Oops, that was a weird jump. 90% they better be dirty. No, they're not. They're straight out of the washing machine. Straight out of the dryer, even. Got that nice fabric softener smell. Okay, so that was the first boss. I defeated her using a very skilled speedrun strat, in which I mashed the fire button and hit her once. And that usually works out, not always. By the way, since it's so late and I'm so tired, I'm gonna have a hard time keeping up with chat, so sorry about that. Okay, so that was actually the first boss, named Balrog. Whoops. Wow, I really am tired. And he asks you, so what, you want to fight? Or something like that. And you can select yes or no, and if you select no, he's just like, okay, see ya then, and he goes away. And that's how you do that. Air 2 gear, I hold a world record in System Shock 2, and that's it. I do not hold the world record for this. The world record for this is 59:34. My best time is an hour and 6 something. And that's a time that I can beat pretty easily. Every run I've done lately, I've been really far ahead. I just haven't quite gotten a run that worked out yet. Down where I'm playing this on a Super Famicom controller. There is a player named Crankdud who actually has a better time than me, who plays on keyboard, so keyboard is viable. But I don't use one. I hope you guys heard that. That was a pretty close bolt of lightning. There's apparently a thunderstorm on the way, which is really convenient. You know, now that I'm trying to stream, my power could very well go out, and that would just be great. Speaking of things that are great, this is really great drop luck I'm getting in that corridor, which is really important, and I'll explain why in just a moment. focus on this trick that I barely got. So that trick is basically made possible by the fact that you're invincible during cutscenes. Normally when you hit those enemies, you'll just take damage and bounce off, but since you're invincible during cutscenes, you can just land on top of them and ride to the other side of the room. Whereas normally, of course, you can't move during the cutscenes, so saves probably like 3 seconds, but more importantly, it looks really cool. Free taxi ride. So the drops you get initially in this area in a corridor are really important, just because you need to get level 3 Polar Star by the time you get to the end of the area for the boss. It's super slow to fight him without it. And I got it. Pretty good drop luck. And you can barely make it through here without getting hit by the basil there. The little white thing. It's called the basil. And this is the first boss that you have to fight, Igor. As you can see, he doesn't actually have a hitbox, unless he's attacking. I guess the attack itself is what has a hitbox. So you can just stand inside of him and mash, and that works. I'm currently 29 seconds ahead of my PB. You always thought this was like an MMO, or wait, is that MapleStory? That's probably MapleStory you're thinking of. But since you kind of mentioned MMOs, I guess I should go ahead and point out how the weapons in this game work. They basically can level up. They can be at level 1, 2, or 3, depending on experience you get for them. And that's just the little orange triangles that drop from enemies, the Doritos. But if you take damage, you lose experience on your weapon, and that sucks.
So we're officially sponsored by Doritos now?
That is correct.
We have been the whole time, haven't we? Also, friendly reminder that the SRG-a-thon is never truly rid of Azure.
Jesus Christ, where'd you come from?
Am I live? I should be. I'm live, right? I should be.
I don't know, maybe.
I can't fucking believe
You are.
this.
Okay, we're good. Yeah, you're back. You're back.
We're good.
I can't believe this shit. This world does not want me to run in this marathon.
M1 is on Sudoku watch.
I am on Sudoku
from
watch.
here on out.
Okay, I've refreshed chat, so that should be working. Paused my timer. It's not really accurate, but whatever. Let's go. So I did a damage boost off of the bugs to get up to that life capsule. I actually didn't. That's not true. Normally that's what you would do, but since my power went off and I panicked, I actually went the normal route that you're supposed to take. But you can do a damage boost to get up to that life capsule, and it's really simple. So that's a corridor taken care of. Got the cutscene. Lots of cutscenes in this game, but they're all short.
Now, on the off chance that M1 does not die during the series of storms that has been ravaging his hometown and his power and internet recently, you should totally follow him, watch him do some more Cave Story and some System Shock 2, which is actually a really, really amazing run.
Oh, thank you.
I'm just gonna keep plugging the shit out of him this entire run because he really deserves it, honestly.
Oh fuck, I forgot to whore myself out. God damn it! I was gonna like Azure the shit out of myself.
Everyone follow Lee. He's really good at one-hand Yoshi's Island. As he just proved.
Yoshi's Island.
All hands. I'm the best actually at two-hand one dick Yoshi's Island.
Oh
I
my
believe
god. Are there even that many buttons? I mean, I thought I was hot shit because I can solve Rubik's cubes with one hand, but that was something completely different. That was a whole different level.
So yeah, speaking of these storms, like, good lord, fuck Oklahoma. Nobody ever come here. Stay away. It's awful. We've had non-stop storms for like the past 2 weeks. It's the dumbest thing. Power goes out every single day. Why don't I move? Because I can't afford to move. Sucks. But that's okay. I doubt my power will go out again. This guy's name is Santa, and he gave me a new weapon called the Fireball. It's pretty good. I'm gonna show it off. I need to get it to level 2 ASAT, which is not terribly difficult. Generally just moving through this area while mashing shoot, killing everything in your path will do it. There we go. It's actually less experience than I should have gotten something from these guys. Only 1 drop experience. That's bad. Could be worse. Have to talk to this lady's fire, because that makes sense. When I do that, these jellies appear outside, and I have to go fight a big one and get jellyfish juice from it, because that puts out fire. And I need to go through her fireplace, and I just hit that jelly, and that's bad because they do a lot of damage, but other than that, I'm okay. Did I get the panties? I haven't gotten the curly yet, but I will get the panties. Getting the panties is muscle memory for me, so it's not something I'll forget. I'm gonna actually farm some experience here. It's slow to pick all it up, but it's probably worth it in the long run. So I'm gonna use this jellyfish juice to put out this guy's fireplace and grab some charcoal, which I'll need later. Getting panties is muscle memory. I'm gonna go ahead and save here just because I haven't saved yet, and if the worst happens, I don't want to have to start from the very beginning of the game. I don't think anybody wants to watch that. So this is a neat little trick that I almost screwed up, but didn't. You can just damage boost off of that enemy and ride it to get up here really fast because I need more jellyfish juice. It's a pretty easy trick once you practice it, but I almost screwed it up. Speaking of tricks that should be easy, but I'll probably screw up, here's this. Got it, barely. That is the Chaco house skip. Normally you have to go through a bunch of other stuff to get through this Mimiga's house, through her fireplace, but you can do a double damage boost over it. And the way you do that is you just open your inventory, and in this game, doing that resets your invincibility frames, so you can rapid fire damage boost basically. You were promised Azcan. How about this? I'll deliver. At some point.
Do it when Buster's talking forever.
I'm dropping some frames. That's bad. Whatever. Still dropping some frames, looks like. So I almost screwed this fight up because I had the wrong weapon out when it started, but saved it, really. One moment, actually. I'm gonna change some of my video settings. Should be live. Oh yeah, I probably didn't leave enough time for you guys to hear me say that on stream. I changed some video settings real quick and then restarted the stream. Just because I was dropping a lot of frames for some reason. Okay, with 11 health I wouldn't usually come in here to save, but I am for safety strats. For safety strats, for safety. Alright, those bats are following me, and that's exactly what I want. Someone says, I wonder if that's still viable in CS+. If you mean the Chaco house skip, no, it's actually not. That's not possible in Cave Story Plus. If you meant the Balrog fight, I'm pretty sure that is. So right here is a good place to farm for level 2 missiles. I just picked up a missile launcher. You normally get it in Egg Corridor, but it's faster to get it here. And that's a very simple damage boost. I'd recommend even new players to try that out. Safety strats, marathon strats, same thing. Okay, the idea with this boss is he's only vulnerable when you get to the other side of him and he opens his mouth. Normally you have to use these vents on the side of the room to make him turn around and open his mouth, but you can also take damage from the little frogs and then use your iframes to just walk through him to the other side, and that's faster. It's luck-based though, because he doesn't always give you little frogs where you need them. And that was a 3 round, so that's good. And I am 56 seconds ahead of my PB. Neat. Here's a neat jump. Okay, I didn't hold my momentum for that long, but basically, in Cave Story, when you have a lot of momentum and you are, you're in the air, when you jump, like right as soon as you land, you can maintain your momentum. And it's not really hard to do, it's not like frame perfect or anything. You've got quite a bit of leeway.
Leeway?
Excuse me? I'm coming in here to save, or to heal rather, I don't know why. I don't really stand any risk of dying at all, but I did it, so I'm just gonna have to live with that decision.
Yeah, he said leeway, get it? Because his name is Lee.
Oh my god, I do get it.
God, I'm one fucking dumb.
Oh, I know. So this is probably the longest cutscene in the game. It's followed by the second longest cutscene in the game, so that's good. Thank you, Azure, for whoring me out. I do appreciate
keep doing it the whole run.
I'm gonna save here, actually, because there are one-hit kill spikes on the way back, and there's almost no chance of me falling into them, but if I do, you know.
Oh, thank you, Lee. Let me just,
Everybody follow Azure and Lee, and actually just everyone else who's been in the marathon.
And with that, the circle jerk is complete. Literal circle jerk.
There you go, Hinge on us, like the whole team page. Go ahead and follow all of us.
Every single one. Every day when we stream, by the way, even when it's at the same time, just watch all of us simultaneously. Why not? Alright, so not much to say about coming back through Grass Town. I have level 2 missiles, which I'll need for the next area, and that's about all that matters. Level 3 fireball, but you never don't have that, so... I'm the chosen one, what the heck?
We were sitting at 1337 viewers for quite a while, actually.
Oh wow, cool. I'll take that. So, second longest cutscene here. It's actually more like 2 cutscenes right next to each other, whatever. Can see who I can control myself here, and then that's another cutscene. All links banned. It's not right. Come on. Let us whore our streams out. Okay, entering the sand zone now, and we're about to meet a pretty good character. I think you're all gonna like her. She's a robot girl. A girl who is a robot. And that's a similar trick to what I used earlier in the egg corridor. I just do that because the bug can fly faster than I can walk, so he gets me over to where I need to be faster. So, Curly Brace, the robot girl, thinks we're bad, so she attacks us, but we have to beat her up to show her that we're not bad. A minute and 5 ahead of my PB. She says, "Oh, you're gonna kill us all now, right?" And I say no, and that's what you had to say to just progress through the game. I trade my Polar Star for her machine gun, and those who've played the game but aren't really familiar with speedruns might think that's a bad choice, but you're gonna see in just a bit how good the machine gun is in speedruns. So here's where we solidify the category I'm running. This is a pair of panties belongs to said robot girl, Curly Brace. And they're ours now. Patashu, I can be PBing because I paused my timer when I picnicked. And I guess you could say that's not legit, but I'm also not anywhere near world record, so I'm fine with it. Just to be clear about that, world record is 59:34, my PB is 106:25, so I'm nowhere near the best at this game. But I'd like to think my time is respectable at this point, or I wouldn't be running this marathon. So you can kill these guys in 2 quick shots from a level 2 missile launcher, and that's why it was so important to level it up to 2 before I got to the sand zone. Killing those guys quickly is very, very important. Not just so they get out of your way, but so that you can farm experience from them for your machine gun. VG is really proud of me. I'm not sure I believe that. Not much to say about this boss. I guess this shows the prowess of the fireball. Oops. Kinda screwed that fight up. I was supposed to shoot missiles at him when he was in midair. I shot my machine gun at him instead. He died pretty much the same amount of time anyway. Oh, I didn't hit my split. Doesn't matter because you guys can't see my splits, so never mind. So I'm very close to level 3 machine gun, and when I get there, you're gonna see some serious shit. I just got there, so you're about to see some serious shit. And look at me, I can fly. Yeehaw. I'm actually gonna kill this skull and get some experience for my missile launcher. I want it to be a level 3 before I get to the next boss. But that's gonna be a little while. In the meantime, I have to talk to this old lady named Yinka, and she is gonna tell me about her dogs and as she wants me to find them, because they're lost. Yeah, Dexter Speed, the machine gun, is the best thing to trade the Polar Star for. Even if you're not speedrunning, it's just super cool. Oops. Okay, I should have actually killed those two skulls right there, just so they'll be out of my way on my way back up, but whatever. I'm gonna kill these two level 3 machine gun, or missile launcher rather. So yeah, throughout the rest of the run, it's going to be very important for me to keep level 3 machine gun. It doesn't take very much damage for you to de-level it, so you can, you know, get hit and suddenly you can't fly anymore, which is kind of a big deal. Yeah, this is why I should have killed these two on the way down, so I didn't have to wait for them there. Man, I thought I would be dragging because it's pretty late for me, but I'm actually feeling alright. I have work in 4 hours. Less than 4, actually. Is there a reason to play Japanese over English? Yeah, the dialogue, the text is faster. The Japanese language just has fewer characters to scroll through. And over the course of a run, it's estimated it saves about 6 seconds in Cave Story.
6 minutes, you mean, right? Because you
6
said 6
minutes,
seconds
rather.
twice now.
Yeah. I'm retarded. Oh my god, I did not expect that guy to hit me. Not a big deal damage-wise, but it de-leveled my fireball, which is silly. Nostalgia is a hell of a drug. Yep, that was a puppy in a box. I should have hyped that up more. Not really seeing any Frank or Z's in chat right now. I'm looking for a bunch of dogs. I don't know what the deal is with that. I mean, if that's the way you guys want to live your life, then okay. I can't force you.
Heard the man give us some fucking dogs.
Jesus. Wow, there we go. Okay, this dog is in a dark room and you just have to know your way around. That's all there really is to it. Oh my god, chat is now non-functional, and I love it.
My chat experience.
Oops. Fell down there, doesn't matter. I was trying to shoot up at the skulls that weren't there. I see a cat in there. Kaisuni with the cat. It's fine with me. Still don't have level 3 fireball, which isn't really great. Okay, now I have it. Okay, on my way to get the last dog. It's the most stressful dog, in my opinion. But we'll see how it goes. Neat. Birds gave me decent patterns. It's faster to just like squeeze through them than it is to kill them, so that's why I do that. Move please, there we go. Good, good birds. Every Cave Story run has a pretty good chunk of time staked in good or bad birds, and these were good birds. It's not really RNG, it's just like patterns they have. I don't know if it actually is RNG or not. I don't know if it's like dependent on your timing or like when you enter the area. I don't know. I'm gonna quit trying to pretend that I have a semblance of an idea. Okay, let's help old lady Yenka up and give her her final doge. And we got the life pot, 420. Smoke hearts every day.
I didn't mention it when it happened, but the first dog barking at Balrog is the cutest thing in anything ever.
Yeah, it is. It's a little too late now, but just play Cave Story, y'all. It's a free game, and when you get to that part, you'll see what he's talking about. Oops. That was silly. Okay, go through the birds one more time. Good birds. Wow, those birds, dude. Save here, even though there's almost no reason to, just because marathon. Okay, this next fight should look pretty cool to those who've played the game. I think the thunderstorm outside is intensifying, so let's hope the power doesn't go out. I'm in Mustang, Oklahoma, Tulsa. I actually didn't hear anything about Tulsa from the storms. How did that go? So, okay, I can't actually read the answer to that question because I have to fight Toroko. I screwed the fight up at the very beginning, but it should go smooth from here on out. We accept that can happen, but it's okay. I salvaged the situation. So when you shoot Toroko with missiles, it forces her to jump, which makes her a lot more predictable, and it makes it a lot faster to kill her. Yeah, the Twist X team, I heard that. R.I.P. Oops, jumped. Okay, so my splits show I'm about 40 seconds ahead. I say about because I hit the split a little bit late. Yeah, I think some people are talking about the differences between Cave Story Original and Cave Story Plus. There are a few tricks in the original that don't work in Plus. Besides that, Plus runs at 60 frames per second, whereas the original, which I'm playing, runs at 50. So if you prefer the 60 frames per second, that's probably a good enough reason to run Plus. It's really just a matter of preference, but no speedrunner really runs Plus right now, so you're not going to have any competition or anything. And overall, the time for Cave Story Plus would be faster. So this is the labyrinth, and it's pretty neat, I guess. I don't know. It's pretty short, actually, the speedrun. Even though the game kind of makes a big deal out of it. And it doesn't really matter what kind of damage I take on the way to my, on the way to my destination, because once I get there I'm gonna get fully healed. As long as I don't die, it's not a problem. Is no competition a good or a bad thing? Well, I guess that's up to you. I just killed all those guys to make sure they didn't give me any sass as I made my way through there. That might be a proper setup for the fight. Oh my god, that is the first time I've gotten a 1 round in that fight, ever. I've been trying and trying and I've never been able to get it, and I got it. That is hype as fuck.
Right there.
Yeah, I'm so happy. Okay, you have to talk to Curly here, or she won't show up in the next area, which you need her to progress. I'm so happy I got that 1 round. I don't care how bad the rest of the run goes. I got a 1 round through black. Oops, that was a weird way to get slowed down. So this is Monster X. A lot of people think he's hard, I thought so too on my first playthrough. But in a speedrun he's not so tough. Because you use the power of the blade to make short work of him. And I actually barely got all the locks in that first round, which would have been embarrassing if I didn't. But I did. And I'm kind of collecting experience for my blade whenever I can. It's not worth the time it takes to intentionally level the blade up to level 2. But if you can just kind of happen to get it there without taking any time, it's really convenient. Oops, took damage. That's not happening. And that's Monster X. Hail your new route? I haven't made a new route for this game, Evil Snurdeeps. What are you talking about? This bot, man. Sometimes he's a genius, and sometimes, you know...
Don't talk shit about everyone's favorite Japanese speedrunner, okay?
Oops, I didn't hit my Monster X split, so I'm probably like 45 seconds ahead. Oh, what's up, Ian? Glad to see you're here. Danawar, I only run SS2 at the moment. I've been doing just a casual first-time playthrough of SS1 lately. But I've actually never played it at all until recently. If I like it enough, I might run it. That was a pretty decent fight, I guess. Really a decent fight there is just not getting hit to me. Okay, according to my splits, which are now on sync, I'm 37 seconds ahead. Probably shouldn't be putting too much stock in my splits, because it's a marathon, whatever. SS, System Shock, is what I meant by SS. System Shock 2 is my main speedrun game. And you want to get level 2 missiles here. Since I just got upgraded versions of my missiles, they reverted back down to level 1, and I want to get level 2 as soon as I can. I don't know if it was worth going back to pick that experience up, but I did it. So this is Lab-In, by the way, and at anything other than the absolute highest level of play in Cave Story, this is the hardest part of the run. And that includes me, so for me, this is the hardest part of the run. I do not consider myself to be at that high level. When you do get higher level, I think the hardest part of the run is probably like the core fight, which I'm about to get to as well. Oh my god, I just did that, and I hate myself for it. I was afraid I would hit those spikes, and I hit those spikes, alright. Come on, experience. There we go. I recovered pretty quickly, so I'm happy for that. Okay, took a hit for only 3 damage, which is fine. So yeah, this is, like I said, for almost all runners, the hardest part of the run, this area. And that was a pretty good demonstration of why it's very important to have level 3 machine gun for the next area, and also to have a decent amount of health. And it's pretty hard to go fast through here without taking damage. So I have to take a million years here to get these hearts. And they're not really dropping many hearts. Oh my god, this is taking so long. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and prepare for the worst and save before the core fight. One hit from anything will de-level my machine gun, so I'm gonna have to make sure I never have it out unless it's absolutely necessary during the fight. So I'm about to do something that will show you why I need level 2 missiles. And there's that trick right there. For those of you who haven't played the game, off screen there's a door that gets stuck and I need to go over and just hit it until it gets unstuck. But I can just shoot missiles at it from off screen and it works out. Ooh, I missed the water skip up. If you go into the water without hitting the ground or touching a wall, you can maintain your momentum from out of the water. It's pretty tough to do going in. Going out like I'm about to do though, it's a lot easier. And I screwed it up anyway. Oh well. It doesn't save a whole lot of time, but it's worth trying. Here's Curly Brace again. Speaking of Curly Brace, I have not seen a lot of talk in the chat about female robot anatomy, and that's a real shame if you ask me. This is a 4chan marathon after all. But whatever. I have a boss fight to focus on, I'll let y'all worry about that. Really good heart drops, I'm really thankful for that. Insanely good heart drops actually. And I somehow got level 3 back. Level 3 machine gun, which is a miracle. I'm getting really good core minion luck here. These little smaller cores will surround the big core and basically just protect it. You can't do damage to it when they're blocking your way, but they're not really doing a good job of blocking me. Level 2 missiles, as you just saw, are also great during this fight just for doing a lot of damage, so... Alright, decent core fight. Stalker gun, but PG is a work-safe board. I don't care. I do not care. I'm sorry. So, what you can do here is you can... Hoy girl robot. Thank you, Cherno. It was Cherno who started that, right? Hoy girl? Alright. I'm literally choking, y'all. It's happening right now. I choked.
Did you just drown?
I just drowned, yeah.
You fucking noob, god damn it.
I can't believe I let myself die in this game.
It was the run.
What the heck? I'm alive. Wow, this must be the hidden fourth ending. So, I guess for those of you who've played the game, what you can do after the core fight is you can, like, maintain your air during the cutscene and, like, drown faster after the cutscene ends, which obviously saves time. But unfortunately, I had 99 air when I came out of the cutscene, so that was as slow as possible. No big deal, though. It's not something I actually ever tried to manipulate, just because it's so subtle and not really worth the effort of somebody on my skill level. If I get a much lower time, I'll start worrying about that. Oh yeah, I'm in the red, by the way, in my splits, so the pressure is off, which I'm actually happy about. After the horrible lead-in, I'm not really surprised. Everything else has gone pretty well on the run, though, so I'm happy. Enjoy my non-robot GF. Well, I guess you're not talking to me, because I do have a robot GF. She's on my back right now, and unconscious. But I'm gonna save her.
Don't pull any Psy M1. One of the saddest things I've ever seen was watching the world record holder play this game and forgetting Curly.
Oh,
it was,
God.
Oh my god.
Heart-wrenching. It was in a
Really
really good run, too. Okay. Plopping her down on the bed. Remember, robots don't need consent. Well, I'll let you deal with the consequences of that. No, Patachu, I've actually never played any Cave Story. Well, no, that's not true. I have played one Cave Story mod called Boost Beginner, made by a Japanese modder who is actually a friend of the world record holder. and it's like a really hard challenge mod that I have never been able to beat properly.
Come on, M1, it has beginner in the name. Are you fucking like turbo noob or something?
Well, it has different difficulties. It has like insane difficulty, which is actually just retarded in a good way. So anyway, drained Curly, and then promptly took her back out into the water. I don't know how that works, but okay. And by the way, if anybody wants to chat about male robot anatomy as well, you know, I mean, it's not, you know, it's not me, but feel free. I just want to see the chat get as loot as possible, to be honest. Oh my god, almost hit the blocks with my machine gun. Okay, that was a pretty good Iron Head. The thing about Iron Head there is that how long he stays on the screen is kind of random. So sometimes even if you do really well, you can get like a 3 round and it sucks, and he's a stupid boss and I hate him. I'm gonna heal because 10 health is no bueno for this next area. Quote is a cute Shota. I like the way you think, Hellfire. And before more SRG drama, I welcome it. So this is Egg Corridor question mark, and you can do this trick right here, which I'll explain in a moment, because I have to try to not die from doing it. Dying is bad, and I don't do it ever. Promise. So it's a trick called machine boosting, and similar to what I described earlier, where you can maintain your momentum by jumping very quickly when you hit the ground. You can use that in tandem with the booster and the machine gun to basically maintain max booster speed indefinitely, or at least until you run out of machine gun ammo, I guess. And you can save quite a bit of time throughout a run if you get every opportunity for it. But it's it's the hardest trick in the game. Oh my god, I just did that. That's okay, I can fix this. Fixed it. Another machine boost. Didn't really help because I only did it for like 1 second. Little known fact, M1 has not ever been hit ever, except for just now. Oh yeah, by the way, I should have pointed out, I skipped the sister boss fight, which I guess only means anything to those of you who've played the game, but it's a boss fight that only appears if you grab missiles out of the chest, and if you want to skip the fight you can just not grab the missiles. However, I grabbed them and still skipped the fight by just leaving the room quickly enough. There's not really anything more to it. It takes a few seconds for the boss fight to trigger, so if you just leave the room, not slowly, you skip the boss fight. And that trick does not work in Cave Story Plus, by the way. Only in the original. This is a Moon Song, which is, I think, a pretty popular favorite track for people. This game is very good music.
This game is very good in general, and it's free, so if you want to check it out, go to cavestory.org for a free download, and there are translation patches as well, for people who can't read the glorious Nihongo.
Correct. Yeah, this is a freeware game, and yet it's probably, actually definitely in my top 5. Period. So we're in Plantation now. It's a pretty sick place to be. And we're gonna go find Curly Brace, who has found herself down here after our incident with the fish Ironhead. She's lost her memory. And since she is our damsel in distress trope, as some might say, we gotta fix her memory. adjust that. Too curly for you. Mandarellin, yeah, the frame rate is the main difference. Other than that, there are, I think, 3 different speedrun related tricks you can do in the original that you can't in Plus. Despite not being able to do those tricks though, the Plus version is faster to run, just because of the frame rate difference. It's like probably 5 minutes faster. But this is the original, and it's what most speedrunners prefer. If you want to like think of how the frame rate difference might like affect speedrunning, you could think of it like this. Like basically it's harder to do the really minute tricks in Cave Story Plus because everything goes faster. But if you make a mistake in the original Cave Story, the consequences are greater because it takes longer to recover from it, if that makes any sense. So it's just kind of like whichever you prefer, I guess. She's farting so good. I don't know what context that person said that in, but I guess. I can't disagree with that statement. Oh, thank you, Stick. Yeah, I should probably mention, I do also speedrun System Shock 2. That's my main speedrun game. So if you're interested in that game, check me out. Why am I doing that? Okay, if you don't know Japanese, the sequence here is yes, yes, no, yes, yes, no. And you have to open your inventory, examine the mushroom, read the letter. And then we can fight this jerk mushroom, who I hate. He is RNG the fight. There is not a whole lot of randomness in Cave Story compared to a lot of games, but this fight is RNG the fight incarnate. And my strategy is pretty much just to stand around and shoot fireballs in his general direction and see what connects. I don't really ever intend on trying to get good at this fight, even though there are some players who are good at it. That went okay, I guess. I'm okay with that fight going okay, I guess. Oh, and yeah, I haven't mentioned since the beginning of the run, and I think quite a few more people have tuned in. But this is going to be best ending, so I'm going to be saving Curly and all that good stuff. Back to the plantation we go, now that we have Malpignon in our possession. Bad jumping there. Talking to Curly, giving her a mushroom, jamming it down her throat. And she gets her memory back, and she has a lot to tell us. Unfortunately, we can't read any of it. And we get the Iron Bond, which is required for best ending.
Speak for yourself, entry-level weeaboo, I can read most of that.
Wow, you want to transcribe it for me?
Yeah, she's like, Mr. Robot Boy, here is this heart. Please go fight the sun. Thank you.
I believe you. Okay, this is Momorin. She's the MILF of this game, and she gives you a Mimiga mask so you can become a fairy. Oops, what was that jumping? Alright. It's very good to make sure you don't lose level 3 machine gun during the Malpignon fight, because you don't have the booster during this part, and having the machine gun makes things a bit more convenient. And for the next little bit, there's not a whole lot of challenge, it's just remembering to do everything you need to do. which I guess can be a challenge in itself. There have been several good runs ruined by just forgetting stuff. P is cutest enemy in the game. Disagree, just because of all the trouble they give me. You guys are immature with your 4chan shit. Okay. Got the sprinkler. Let's take it back to Momori. And this man is who we have to talk to, and we have to get a square with a green square inside of it. I think that's what that was Japanese for. More like 4chans and a fedora. I love you for that. We got some witty people in chat. Okay, I am minus 18 over my PB splits, which is just peachy. Thank you for the fedora tip. Okay, now we get our Mimiga mask taken away by this mean lady who doesn't want us to have fun cosplaying anymore. But we get our booster bag too, which is great.
Yes, Sinat, this marathon is hosted by reddit.com/r/4chan.
Which you may recognize as the original 4chan, which 4chan.org is a spin-off of. So this is the final cave. It's where shit gets real. Got all that experience, which is great.
It's a shame you can't keep the... Oh fuck, I ruined it, I'm retarded. It's a shame you can't keep the epic Mimiga mask.
Ooh, I'm gonna have to take a few days for that one. I haven't heard it. Oh, I didn't get any of that experience. What the heck was that? That's enough. That's good enough. I've just been hearing constant thunder outside of my house, but no actual, like, big storm is rolling through. So I don't know what to think or expect. Watch me get the Bolos, like, 20 seconds ahead and then the power goes out. Let us pray for a slick red demon fight. Ooh, I took damage. That was not terribly slick. Killed him fast, though. Wow, I almost completely screwed that up and killed myself. But I didn't. So that was a pretty decent final cave. I did come out with some significant damage though, so I had to heal here. Might as well save. And we are now fighting the Witch Misery.
Best girl, by the way.
Disagree, but respect your opinion. Give her robot joints and maybe I'll agree. Lost my level 2 blade, doesn't really matter. Like I said before, it's not something you should go out of your way to have. Except for in the final cave, I guess, which is what I got it from. But there's just so much experience right in the way. Yeah, it's good to get it there. I'm now 10 seconds over my splits. Purple girl is Hoi. You guys are immature. Oh my god, he's doing it again. Okay, so between these cycles, the Doctor can spawn pretty much anywhere in this room. And if he is a complete asshole, he'll spawn on the complete opposite side you're on and make you take forever to get to him. And have multiple cycles. Or I might have used too many missiles. I also took a hit I didn't want to, but it doesn't really matter since I planned to talk to Chaco anyway. Just the way I like him. Shut up. Alright, talk to Chaco twice, and all of these Mimigas give you hearts. I don't know how far ahead or behind I am because I forgot to hit my split. I said I would stop worrying chat about that, but I can't. Hey man, it's okay, he's got the Kappa face. That's all you need. Say anything you want and just follow it up with the Kappa face, and it's fine. This is a Flash game on Newgrounds. That is correct. I made it myself. I've been coding ActionScript for about 3 months now. Man, it took me way longer than it should have to kill Misery. How many missiles do I have? 8, that's fine. I thought I had fewer than that. It's very important when you enter Hell to have a decent amount of missiles. Oops. Thought it was dead. It's not. Where's Sue? Did she just die? Oh, she was stuck in the ceiling, I guess. Oh my god. Oh, that was slow. I couldn't hit it at all. I am plus 5.7. Instinct. The more and more you rail on me, the more and more I love you. .107 hype. Let's see. Wow, I cannot play this game suddenly. Yeah, 107 would be pretty realistic. Let's save, because we are now in Hell. And this is where the real cave story begins and ends. Or something. I don't know. You want to use your blade to try to grab the experience here, or to, you know, destroy the experience capsules and then grab it with your missile launcher. Just because you want to save on missiles as much as you can. And here comes the tile room. And dear god, it is the worst thing about this game. This room. This room should not actually be in this game. I think the game is actually worse because this room is in it. Oh my god. This actually went acceptably well. Not good, but acceptable. Safety hearts. I'm gonna actually get the safety hearts over here too. Okay. Whoa, almost took those arrows. Almost took those arrows, wow. I had to go really slow to dodge those arrows, but that's life. That's for life over death. Got a lot of hard drops. Still, oh wait, no, I do have level 3 missiles. Okay, so all is well. 23 health, level 3 missiles, 6 missiles total. That's good. Alright, I just did a trick where basically I just shot through the wall so I could destroy both layers of blocks at once. And all you really do for that trick is you just go up to the wall and shoot 5 missiles. And that's it. That's all you have to do. I don't know why it works, but it does. I don't know why it takes 5, but it does.
How was that discovered? Because I haven't seen that before.
I don't know when it was discovered. Not recently. Not terribly recently.
I mean, my PB is an hour and 17 minutes, so I guess I'm not really good at this game to know much stuff about it.
You use an Xbox 360 controller. I don't need to say any more than that.
You appear to be having a problem.
What is that problem?
I don't know, you seem to be having a problem now.
So I have 20 health going into Balos, which is pretty dang good. Whoa. Plus 15.7, so this is not going to be a PB, but it is going to be a good run. I'm really happy with how this run has gone. Ooh, that was kind of a bad first round. If you kill him fast enough, he'll only do 1 ground stomp. But I was slow. Being slow is bad. I'm doing kinda safe strats here.
Snurdeep says this run is only getting recorded if you don't mash, so,
Wow. I'm just gonna have to defy Snurdeeps this one time. Sorry.
Sorry, Snurdeeps.
So that was close. His eyes do 14 damage each. I had 11 health left, so, you know. Okay, 16 health left. That's perfectly fine. I wish I had more experience on my missiles. I'm gonna have them de-level right away, but it could be worse. Oh, they didn't de-level at all. Neat. And time.
Very nice, M1. You're not dead?
I'm not dead. I didn't choke that much. This is a marked improvement over my run in the practice marathon. In the practice marathon, I think my run was like an hour 18 minutes. So that's 12-minute improvement. My current self could literally just start the game and sit there for 12 minutes and beat myself from a month ago. Feels good.